So we have Esther Bookmat. We have Beatsville. Please appreciate them. And also, ladies and gentlemen, also I would love to recognize a great leader, a man who has impacted a lot of young persons and even the elderly one, a man who is selfless to his people, a man who is dedicated to the growth of this nation, a man who has actually been actively involved in leadership right from being a student like you. I'm talking about a man who has impacted since he has been on the campus in his university. I'm talking about a man who actually graduated from FUTA. I'm talking about a man, a great man. Ladies and gentlemen, with standing ovation, join me as I introduce. He's not coming on stage yet. I just want to know that he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the presence of Honorable Adeyemi Adewumi Irekandu. Please put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. He's a great leader. Please appreciate him. Appreciate him. Do better. Do better. Keep clapping. Thank you so very much. All right. So it's a great privilege to have Honorable of Osun State House of Assembly in our midst. It's not easy. And Honorable Irekandu, he's a very good man. Honorable, sir. How are you, sir? I don't have transport fare again. Honorable, am I looking good? Good, thank you. Honorable, they put me here, they put a private jet. Which one will you pick? Why are you laughing, sir? Everybody here, they put private jet. Which one will you pick? Are you serious? Wait, they put me here, they put all those tank borrow buses in Ife. Which one will you pick? Are you serious? Okay, they put me here, they put Range Rover. Which one will you pick? They put Toyota Corolla. Which one will you pick? They put Okada. Which one will you pick? They put Mikra Ibadan. Which one will you pick? They put Keke Napep. Which one will you pick? Are you serious? They put Code Chivita. Which one will you pick? They put Code Hollandia. Which one will you pick? They put Code Coca-Cola. Which one will you pick? They put Code Bottled Water. Which one will you pick? They put 100K. Which one will you pick? They put 50K. Which one will you pick? They put 20K. Which one will you pick? They put HIV. Which one will you pick? Don't pick me. All right. Okay, so I will skip for the open spoken words for now. So I have a great privilege to invite one of our partners or sponsors, Syncov Homes, for their presentation. Please put your hands together for Syncov Homes for their presentation. I appreciate them. Please, guys, jam your hands together for them. It's not easy. You might get a duplex at Banana Island as they are coming. You don't know. All right. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, business leaders, the brilliant minds in the house, and everybody here present. I will be talking about the evolution of real estate in Nigeria, what it is right now, what it has been in the past, and what can be in the future. Be well positioned for what is to come in real estate in the nearest future. So I will try to make this as brief as possible, but of course not. When you hear real estate in Nigeria in today's age, on social media, everywhere, when you hear real estate, what comes to your mind? I will help you. For many, it's typically land banking. You think about, okay, let me buy a land, hold it for a while, wait, and sell it at good profit. Some people even spend more money. I mean, for the business owner, established individuals, they spend a lot of money putting up structures for rent and for sale. So basically, when you hear real estate in Nigeria, these are the things that comes to your mind. And judging from history, from our parents, from Nepo babies, as we know, they maybe milk this aspect of real estate, get land, wait for many years, wait for development, and probably sell it off or put it off for rent. But for we that we are not Nepo babies, our parents actually tried their best to as well, to be part of the real estate thing that has happened in the past. Maybe they did not actually call it real estate, but it was actually real estate. They went to the outskirts of Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, and get all those small, small lands, and some in our villages. And they waited, time passed, development came to many areas, and they sold it. Many of them sold it. My father, at least, sold one to pay my school fees that year. So, but in today's age, for young people like us, young persons like me, like you, that want to be part of the future of real estate, of course, no one will tell you to raise millions of naira to buy a plot of land and wait for 10, 15 years, then sell it. In fact, the prayer of urgent 2K to meet everyday needs will not even allow that. But at Think of Homes, we are redefining the future of real estate to make it accessible and affordable to everybody. Now, don't get this wrong. This is not about marketing lands now. It's about positioning yourself for what's to come in the real estate industry of Nigeria. Like the first speaker said, your leadership, the future starts now, not tomorrow, not when I graduate, not when I get my first job. No, I want you to think about this. Instead of what real estate has been in the past, buying land, waiting for 10, 15 years for it to appreciate, then probably sell it, and hoping to make profit. What if you have a land and it is passively giving you income, even without you doing anything on it? I mean, you acquire a land and you have an organization managing and monitoring it for you, and somehow you earn passively from it every month or every season. And that's exactly what we are doing at Think of Homes. We are building 2 cities. We are building a lot of cities actually, but we'll talk about 2 cities: the farm city and the cocoa city. In the farm city, you own a land, and instead of you to leave it idle, we put it to good use for you, profitable farming. You earn from the agricultural production while you retain full ownership of this land, and you have the right to reclaim your land at any time you want. And in Cocoa City, we are basically using the same model, but now this time around, we are helping you to tap from the global chain of one of the hottest commodity globally, cocoa. Yeah, so now, I know the question on your mind is, okay, as a student, how do I position myself for the future of real estate in Nigeria? As business owners, as working class, I'm telling you that this is for everybody. Anyone can be part of this future of real estate in Nigeria by strategically positioning yourself. As a student, you can partner with us. When I mean partner, you can partner with us. Just everything on your risk management skills, negotiation skills. We have student partners that make as much as $1 million, $500,000 monthly. Yes. Just by partnering with us, negotiate, bring clients, make money, then you can set off from there. Then for business owners, working class that among us, it's an opportunity for you to invest in your portfolio while you just sit and your money works for you. Then what does this have to do with leadership? When you want to position yourself in the leadership sector of any industry, you don't have to wait until when I get there, because in the end, there's actually no destination. The entire life is a journey, and real estate in Nigeria is taking a new direction, which you, as a student, can be a part of. Aside the money-making part of being a strategic partner of our real estate company, we also teach you how to work with vision, the future that is to come, and how to position yourself, your risk management, how to manage business loans, investments, and the future. Then the ability to negotiate, manage people, and solve problems. So I'll just move this to a close by telling you that real estate in Nigeria now, for young people like me and you, is now beyond land banking, waiting to have a lot of money to buy land, to keep and wait for the next 10, 15 years, or probably keep it for your next of kin. So today, real estate is becoming a possibility of making everyday money and everyday cash flow. And that's what we do at Think of Homes Limited. So we are building a future where land do just wait, sit, and lie idle, but where land works for you and for me. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. So right about now, we'll be having a spoken word rendition, and that's going to be taken by Joy Olufowora. Please put your hands together for Joy as she comes out. Joy, please keep to time because Joy is coming. So we must keep to time so that Joy will come at the right time.
I have learned that the fastest way to change your nation is not by the use of bombs or tools of inflation, but by entrusting leadership into the hands of those who know how to lead. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joy Olufowora, and it's a pleasure to be here. I'm a spoken word poet, and today I'm performing a piece on the theme of today's event. We have heard that the foundations for our nations were built on the back of men like Nkrumah, of Nelson Mandela, of men like Nnamdi, and the likes of Obafemi. How do we reconcile with the present downturn of our country's leadership? Or isn't it obvious that modern leadership is catastrophe disguised in offices? Don't you see how fast we are becoming a people with more title holders than true leaders? Or why is our health sector still sick? Why are our people dying from diseases that have long been conquered in other countries? Why is our electricity still epileptic? And our educational system is so much in charm that the average Nigerian thinks that school is scam because when the bar of leadership goes down, everything else drops lower. Like how fast our naira is being devalued as against the dollar because when the bar of leadership goes down, everything else drops lower. But if everything fails with this, then everything must begin with us. We must become leaders who wouldn't just sit in places of power while the people wreck in poverty. We need empathy. Leaders who will feel the pain and bear the ache of those we are leading. We need to be leaders who can resonate with the pains of the common man. Leaders who wouldn't view leadership as a prize or trophy to win, but as an act of service to the people they lead. We need to be people who aren't just leaders, but know how it feels to be the led. But we must understand that the system of leadership is built on the foundation of love. We must realize that leadership is not liberty or license for exploitation, or isn't this why we call it leadership? Because leadership is to lead the ship in integrity, that in a nation full of chaos, we become the cure to the menace in our country, that we restore the Nigerian dream, take us back to being giants again. Because how are we truly the giants of Africa if we are dwarfs in leadership? That whether it be in health or education or politics or religion, that we take this bull by its own and shake things up, build us the kind of country that we want. Because we must realize that there is no one coming to save us, no one to deliver us. Because although you may secure a man from the arm of other men, how do you deliver a man from the arm of himself? How do you deliver a nation from the arm of its leadership? And we must remember that our leadership can only be rebuilt when we work hand in hand regardless of tribe or gender. That leadership isn't only in politics, but in every sector of our economy. That the rebuilding of our leadership begins from the bribe we refuse to give or receive, when each one of us seeks to make this nation better, work together to serve the... Sorry. Because if followers become leaders, if the sheep would someday become the shepherd, then it's time we ask ourselves what kind of followers we are. And although we've lamented for so long, we've blamed those at the top. Now it's time to confront ourselves and ask how we can contribute in all areas. Because if followers become leaders, if the sheep would someday become the shepherd, then it's time we ask ourselves what kind of followers are we. Thank you very much.
Joy. That was amazing. In case you don't know, one of my hidden talents is actually spoken words. All what she did, I can do it better. Yeah, like, I should do it. Yeah, you see, coming to a leadership training takes a training, inside a training. But that thing is not easy, trust me. Please put your hands together for Joy one more time. All right. Now, from Syncov Homes, we have these jotters, but I'll be giving these sets. This set is for the high table, but I'm giving just these two out. Okay, you have. Everything is for you people. Now, once you come out, I ask you any question. You get it, you get the jotter. Very simple. Who is coming out first? Who finished from your school? Don't disgrace your school. Do you get it? Or no, you do not nod your head. And you answer within 5 seconds. Are you ready? You do not say yes or no. You do not nod your head. You answer within 5 seconds. Are you ready?
Okay. Ready.
Have you eaten?
I am ready.
Have you eaten?
I am ready.
Do you like shawarma?
Okay.
You must say something that is sensible, bro. You want to scatter my head? Let's go. You must answer me. You give me good response. Are you ready?
Okay.
No, calm down. Feel relaxed. I'll disqualify you. This is the last chance. For instance, are you ready? I am ready. Have you eaten? I have eaten. Very simple. You must respond. Your response must correspond the question. Do you get it? Oh yeah, let's go. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Have you eaten?
I have eaten.
Do you like shawarma?
I don't like shawarma.
Are you sure?
I am not sure.
You are not sure? Calm down. What do they do you? See, any laugh, any way you disrupt my game, I will send you away. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Have you eaten?
I have eaten.
Where are you from?
I'm from Futa.
Futa.
I'm from Futa.
You live at Akure?
I'm from Ogun State.
Ogun.
Yes.
Sorry. But you see, because after you said yes, you shouted. Even Bible said it. In the book of, you can go, thank you. Please put your hands together for him. Thank you so very much. One more person. You want to win my giveaway. One more person. Auntie, come. The lady on black and white. Are you a law student? Oh. OAU? What you say? Osun State University. We have Osun State University here. Apologies, guys. I'm sincerely sorry. Please, all students from Osun State University, rise to your feet right now for recognition. Please appreciate them. Osun State University, we love you. I've been to Okuku campus. I've been to Ifetedo. I've been to Ikire. I love your school. Get seated, thank you. Appreciate. All right. Auntie, you stand a chance to win this if and only if you do not laugh to anything I say. Come, let everybody see you. You do not laugh. Are you ready? On a straight line. Gigi. One or two Paula. I broke a two. Yeah. Oshua. Oh, this one. Joy no do. Auntie, because of job, Auntie no smile at all. You can go, man. Thank you. This lady don't want to smile. This is the last one I will do before I move to the next segment of the event. Okay, so this is the last one I will give out for this particular segment. And all I need right now is current affairs question. If you get it, even though you are very sure of yourself in current affairs, the man on Dansiki. You see, one thing I love is when you promote the cultural heritage of your ethnic group. This guy is actually, they used to, in Osun, someone like this, they call him Omoluabi. Am I right? But next time, cap. So that you will not be capping. Somebody say word. That's it. Now, senior man. Bow, we met her. Say bye. Leave him. But we met her.
You said current affair. You said current affair.
I can see. You see this guy. One thing that is unique about him. Imagine he's on school uniform. He resembles those people that used to represent school for Cowbepedia. Yes, now, they used to use glasses. This exactly like you resemble intellectual people. Oh yeah, let's go. Current affairs. How many local governments do we have in Nigeria?
774.
Name them. You can go, thank you. All right. I can name them. Not today. Okbo. All right. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to listen to our second speaker for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for this man. I'm about to invite him. And once I invite him, he rises to his feet. And you know, we have our AI. So, in case you do not know, we have International Leadership Conference AI. So, we call it Alexa. So, he's here with us. So, he will be the one to take your citation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm about to invite a great man to the podium. You see, if you want to be great, you must appreciate those that are already great. Am I right? It's just a law of life. So, ladies and gentlemen, all right, so ladies and gentlemen, I heard that Alexa will go on. Human being will read the citation. All right. And to take the citation is the Director of Communication of the Foundation. The person I'm inviting, ladies and gentlemen, I expect you to be on your feet right now. Ladies and gentlemen, rise to your feet, rise to your feet, rise to your feet. I'm about to invite a great man who has impacted young people of this generation, a man who is selfless to his people and to the entire Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has impacted the national growth of this country, a man who has actually impacted my own life personally. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been at where he has spoken, and trust me, you would enjoy and you will learn a lot from him. He has impacted even while he was a student like you. I expect you to be clapping by now. Oh, you people are too dull. Somebody say energy. Somebody say energy. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a great privilege and honor to invite Honorable Adeyemi Adewume, a right candle of the Osun State House of Assembly. Please put your hands together for it. Honorable, thank you so very much, sir. And to take his citation, they'll play. Oh, Alexa is back, sir. So, Alexa, we have Honorable in our midst. Kindly take his citation.
Popularly known as
Alexa never chop.
is a dynamic Nigerian legislator, development advocate,
Sorry,
and emerging global
Alexa, wait.
leader.
Start again. Please kindly start that again with high volume. Thank you.
Popularly known as Irikondo, is a dynamic Nigerian legislator, development advocate, and emerging global
So you can
thought
get
leader.
seated, please.
He is a two-term member of the Osun State House of Assembly, representing Obokun State constituency, where he is widely respected for his people-centered leadership, institutional building efforts, and commitments to empowering youths and women. Adeyemi has championed policies and initiatives that directly improve the lives of constituents, particularly youths and women. His legislative portfolio includes sponsoring and advancing key bills such as the Disability Protection Bill, now passed into law, as well as ongoing efforts on the Communal Crisis Management and Peace-Building Bill, Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulation Bill, Local Content Bill, and Community Social Responsibility Bill. He has also supported critical reforms, including the Osun State Public Complaint and Anti-Corruption Bill. Beyond office, he founded Adeyemi Foundation, a New Gen Leader Initiative, platforms that deliver scholarships, mentorship, empowerment, and leadership development to thousands. Through initiatives such as the SSC Scholarship Scheme, Irikondo Food Support Program, Irikondo Ladies Cooperative, Back to School Project, and Entrepreneurship Training in collaboration with Pan Atlantic University's
DJ, please.
Development
Can you,
Center.
media? Sorry, can you guys hear what he's saying? Okay, Honorable brought my attention to that. So he said he's just going to speak to you guys. So please put your hands together for Honorable right now. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. I wasn't sure if it was only me that couldn't hear Alex. What? Alex. So I think it's everybody. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. I see this as a very great privilege to be here this afternoon. Thank you so much, Mr. David. Thank you for having me. I sincerely appreciate you. Greetings to everybody here. How's everything? You guys are looking good. I was very glad when David told me that this is not only about OAU, that we have students from other institutions. This is fantastic. Let's put our hands together for ourselves. Mr. Ebenezer, due regards to you. Ademide, did I got it correct? Okay, I'm sorry I'm missing your name. And every other invited person here, due regards to you. You kindly please permit me I will prefer somebody gives me how many minutes I'm to speak. Is it 5 minutes or 10 minutes? So that I don't go beyond my time. So if you are giving me 5 minutes, I will only speak for 2 minutes so that we can use 3 minutes for questions and to programs like this. And I'm very, very serious when I say it's a very great privilege because who knows, maybe I'm speaking to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in some years to come. You know, who knows, maybe I'm speaking to senators here. Who knows, maybe I'm speaking to members of the House of Assembly or National Assembly members as the case may be. So I'm very sure by the time you become the president, you will not forget my face. Or you will forget? Don't forget. You know, I don't log in small now. Make you not forget me. Okay, thank you very much. I still have, I think this should be about my third meeting today. And after now, I still have about 2 other meetings. So you will please kindly permit me if I may not be able to wait till the end of the program. The NYCN still has another program in Oshobo, and I'm also billed to speak at that program too. So immediately when I'm done here, I will have to go to that program. And after that, I have another program before I will now retire to my house. So the topic you've given me, I love to speak about leadership because leadership is the basis of our challenges in Nigeria. If you have been asking yourself that, why is Nigeria like this? It is because of the kind of leadership that we have over time. And leadership is meant to solve problems. And if our problems have remained unsolved, that means we have issues with leadership as far as Nigeria is concerned. So the topic I was asked to speak on is leadership and public trust, strengthening democracy. Leadership and public trust, strengthening democracy. Well, personally, and I have my opinion about democracy, and I'm very sure you should also have your opinion about democracy, but I won't share that opinion here because what really concerns some of us is to see nations working. We have some nations all over the world now that are not practicing democracy, and in quotes, we can say they are working, you know. But since we are talking about democracy, I would like you to know that democracy is more than voting. Democracy is more than voting, absolutely more than voting. And it is trust that keeps democracy alive. It is trust that will always keep democracy alive. So when trust dies, participation reduces. Because when you don't have trust in a particular thing or in a system, you won't be really, really eager to be involved in such a thing. So citizens stop, participation reduces, then citizens stop believing government cares. Like I was sharing while I was driving some days ago in my car, and I was saying some years ago, even when some people want to speak, I don't want to mention names, but just flashback some decades or some years ago, when leaders, even of this nation, even in the military era, when they want to speak, you see our parents, even we ourselves, we're always eager to want to listen to what they want to say, even in those times. But now, when you even hear some leaders want to speak, you don't even care. Because what does he want to say? What are they saying that we've not heard before? So that means participation has actually reduced, and we do no longer trust whatever it is they want to say. Do you understand what I just said? Why public trust matters? Please, I need that time. How many minutes do I have? Please give it to me. 20. Thank you. I should spend 15 minutes. Why public trust matters? Public trust is very, very important. You see, it is trust that gives legitimacy to leadership. It is trust that gives legitimacy to leadership. When people no longer trust you, regardless of whether you win an election or not, because the electoral process is not even trusted, that means your leadership is illegitimate because we do not trust the process. Even if you were announced by INEC, but the moment that we do not trust you, you become, or your leadership becomes illegitimate. Because it is trust that will always strengthen institutions. It is trust that will always strengthen institutions. This is why you can begin to name the number of institutions we have in our nation today. How many of us really, really, really trust them? It is trust that will encourage civic participation. So if people are not really participating in civic activities, it is because trust has died. So, without trust, democracy becomes fragile. That means trust is a very big pillar we need to work on if we want our democracy to thrive. The third point I want to make is why or what destroys public trust. What destroys public trust? That's my third point. You should be able to even answer me now. What destroys public trust? The number one I have here is corruption. Corruption. Because even as many of you are looking at me now, you are looking at me and saying that these people, they government now, these are corrupt people. So we already, the sins of the people before me and the sins of the president, we carry it because of corruption. So we see every political leader as corrupt. So when you see political leaders as corrupt, how will you trust that kind of a person or that kind of a leadership? And it is also because what destroys public trust is broken promises. Broken promises. We will do this for you. By the time you elect us, we will do this for you. And people will be like, wow, this is fantastic. And everybody will rush and go and do what? Vote. And when they vote for them, everybody will begin to look at themselves. But this guy said, we see, because we don't know. You see, anything you don't know something about, you have the right to form an opinion in your mind about it. Because you don't know. It's not transparent. The process is not transparent. So you can form your own opinion about it. These are things that destroys public trust. Abuse of power. Abuse of power. We have this so many at every level. Abuse of power. Someone that is meant to protect you and is the one that is harassing you. That's an abuse of power. So how would there be public trust if there's abuse of power? Another one is selective justice. Are you guys relating what I'm saying? Am I lying or is it truth? Selective justice. You know, somebody said, I once heard somebody say that a good lawyer is not the one that knows the law, but is the one that knows the judge. Know your laws of evidence very well, but you don't know the judge. You're on your own. You understand? So selective justice. Selective justice. And of course, let me add this one, poor governance. Poor governance. I think this summarizes everything. Citizens can manage hardship more than deception because we have been deceived, and we have a lot of this in politics. So now let me talk about leadership and integrity. Leadership and integrity. Because we are talking about leadership and we're talking about trust. So leadership and integrity is very key in trust. Character matters in leadership. Character. It really, really matters in leadership. It matters. It matters in leadership. It is integrity that will build confidence. So in other words, without integrity, confidence cannot be built. And I'm not sure you can build integrity without character. So work on character, work on your integrity so that confidence will be built. Then consistency matters. You are a thief today, you repented tomorrow. The following day you are a thief again, you repented again. Who are you? You are a thief. Because there's no consistency in character. What you do over and over again is what will eventually become your habit. So if there's no consistency, that means that thing that you have been doing consistently is not your character. Does not become your habit. So under leadership and integrity, consistency, very, very important. Well, one of the things I love about Facebook, I always say this everywhere I go to. I think the person that founded Facebook, we should be about the same age. But that's fine. He's doing his own at his own level. I'm doing mine at my own level. But there's a point I want to make. One of the features I love about Facebook is memories. How many of you? Okay, I think you guys don't really use Facebook. You use TikTok. I did TikTok too now, nothing day. We got that day. If you check TikTok, you go see me for there. Check LinkedIn, you see me there. Check Facebook, you see me there. Check Instagram, you see me there. And if now X, I did there. But I'm not on Truth. Truth Social, that one belongs to Trump, Abby. Maybe I should go and open one. Okay, so back to what I was saying. One of the things I love about Facebook is memories. There's a feature there, they show memory. So why I like it is that I always like to check it to see what I said 10 years ago. I always want to check it to see what I said 20 years ago. And I've come to discover over time that what I said 20 years ago, what I said 25 years ago, are the things I'm still saying now. No difference. Consistency. That I'm a member of the House of Assembly today, I'm not surprised. I would have been surprised if I'm not a member of the House of Assembly. Consistency. So this is why I can predict the future of David with what he's doing now, especially if he can continue to consistently do what he's doing now. I can predict his future. My fifth point, leadership must be beyond popularity. Leadership must be beyond popularity. Optics, pictures, photo ops. All those will not be leadership, Daddy. It could be a part of it, but leadership must be beyond popularity. Visibility is not leadership. That everybody knows you. That does not make you a leader. It could be one of those things that will eventually follow leadership. But visibility is not leadership. No. Social media influence is not leadership. It's not. It could be one of the fruits that will eventually follow leadership, but it is not principally leadership. Then what is leadership? Leadership is such that it must produce results. Leadership must produce results. Leadership must solve problems. Many years ago, I defined leadership as a movement. Movement. Leadership is something that takes you from point A to point B. Leadership is a movement. Leadership is about direction. Leadership is about direction. Permit my bias. What did Moses did? He took the children of Israel from a point A to another point B. Even though he was unable to take them there, he had to hand over to Joshua. Leadership is all about direction. So what do we need in our nation today? We need someone that will move us from this point that we are in our nation to another point where when we will have every Nigerian all over the world running back to their nation because Nigeria has now become the most desirable nation to live in. That is leadership. That is leadership. Leadership must solve problems. So you cannot call yourself a leader if you are not solving any problem. You cannot call yourself a leader if you are not moving people from point A to point B. You cannot call yourself a leader if you do not have a definite direction that you are moving the people to. Leadership is not titles. Like one of my mentors will always say, there's no entitlement in titles. So if you are entitled, you have a title, you are the MD, you are the senator, without solving problems, you are not a leader. And you will have heard John C. Maxwell say this severally. Leadership is about influence. We have a number of people that are not holding any kind of opposition, but they have the capacity to influence people, to move people from the point they are to another point. So, under this point, leadership beyond integrity, leadership must solve problems. Leadership must produce results. Let me go to my sixth point. Please, am I communicating? Thank you. I want to talk about the role of institutions. You see, what we are doing here this afternoon is a crash course. These are not things that we can just discuss under a 20-minute lecture. It's a crash course that we are discussing here. I cannot even exhaust my experiences, my practical times experiences. It cannot be exhausted under 20 minutes. But I hope you can get a point. This is why I'm picking out points for you. The role of institutions. Because we are talking about leadership and trust and how it can strengthen democracy. Strong institutions protect democracy. So if our democracy is not protected today, you should understand that we do not really have strong institutions. We do not have. There are some nations of the world today, even if they elect a bad president, you see the kind of system and institution they've built over time will not make that president to be reflected on their nation. Strong institutions. It will always protect democracy. It will always protect democracy. You can begin to mention these institutions yourself. Are they independent? Even the one that has independence in their name, are they truly independent? Strong institutions. When we have a time that EFCC cannot be influenced by the person that appoints the head of the EFCC, that time we have strong institutions. When we have a time that president can no longer influence the Nigerian police force negatively, regardless of the fact that he was the one that appointed the IG, that time we have strong institutions. So, institutions must be stronger than individuals. If we are having individuals stronger than institutions, we are not going to strengthen our democracy. Of course, you understand what we have in our nation. An individual can cripple a particular agency of government. It's wrong. Why am I speaking like this? Because I'm creating a kind of a challenge in your mind, so that you understand what is wrong and what is right. So that by the time you begin to get yourself in position of leadership, you will know the right step to take. It is wrong for individuals to be stronger than institutions. The moment you have individuals stronger than institutions, you are not going to strengthen your democracy. You are not. And this is why our nation is like this. At the stroke of a signature, a governor can be removed. At the stroke of a signature. Because our institutions are not strengthened, an elected governor for that matter. And this is what will bring me to the rule of law. The rule of law matters. Do we have law students here? Okay, David himself is a law student, am I correct? The rule of law matters. As a matter of fact, this is the only challenge, the only problem our leaders, including myself, I'm not exempting myself, are going to face to solve on our nation. We will have a great nation. The rule of law. That means nobody is above the law, including the president. Including the president standing before you. The rule of law. Finally, on that point, accountability systems matter. Democracy, just like it has been defined, is for us, it's by us, it's for us. So whatever it is that is being done, we must be aware about it. We must be accountable to the people. Do you know what democracy or this kind of leadership we are practicing in our nation is? We have entrusted, each time you go to vote, you are putting your life in the hands of the person for the next 4 years. The mandate of your destiny, you are handing it over to that person. And the least you can demand is accountability. So if you are the president of your faculty, you are the president of your department, how accountable are you to the people you are leading? It is not a right. It is not a privilege, rather. It is a must for you to be accountable as a leader. Let's move fast because of our time. Let me go to the 7th point, transparency and communication. That's my 7th point. I think I have about 10. Transparency and communication. That's one of the key things that John C. Maxwell taught us at the early stages of our leadership development. Communication is key. And before I got into the higher institution, I knew I was going to become the president of any higher institution, the student union president of any higher institution I was going to attend. I found myself in my institution, which is FUTA. But I did not immediately become the president of the student union. I had to first of all contest to the position of the PRO of the student union, public relations officer. And as at that time, I could not even speak with the way I'm talking to you like this. Because John C. Maxwell already taught me that communication is key. So as a pedigree student at that time, when I finished, I was in 100 level. I started addressing